You are now watching the Backhouse podcast.
And now. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. We are now tapped into another episode of the Backhouse podcast. Once again, the Backhouse promotes anything positive, good things in the community. We got stories to tell no matter where you're from, walk of life. If you got something positive or something great or a business you want to share, we open that podcast to do that. And today, we got a very special guest, two very special guests, I'm sorry about that. Both well-known in the acting community, just around the city, to Inglewood, City of Champions, born and raised. And I'm proud of this one because I'm born and raised in Inglewood, and I love to give back. Matter of fact, shout out to all Inglewood people, come through the podcast. We right here. But without further ado, I'm gonna let these gentlemen introduce themselves. Got my man's right here.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Glendon, Chatman.
What up, everybody? I'm Sherman, and great pleasure to be here with my brother Sean.
That's right.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So it all got started in a very small world, you know what I'm saying? I was invited by my man Julian at the time. I wonder if he's still dancing. You remember Julian?
Of course.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah. My man in college, he was he's dancing. Ladies loved him. He's real chiseled. And I asked him, how do you get like that? He says he has a crew of guys that he works out with. And got invited to one of their workouts. And then met, and of course in the meeting you see a lot of connections, everything, a bunch of, like I said, not only was it just a workout, but it seemed like everybody there was either doing something or on the path to doing something great. I think every single person. Yep. And then shout out to our man up above, Mr. Choir Boy Oscar Duncan, you know what I'm saying? I got to meet him, and Alan, who's doing, Mr. Brady's doing big things in the community. Yeah. So many guys. I remember we was back then just Alan, part of the club, right? Yeah, acting. Yeah. So it's crazy. So many guys just met up, and even though we didn't all know each other too well, it seemed like everybody in there was on just doing things or leading up to that path of doing something, very important. Especially when you hear things like that being black men. So you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So without further ado, I was introduced to the leader, Mr. Jonathan Sherman. Tell them a little about yourself, like growing up in Inglewood, and things you got going on, and what led you to the bar workouts and just the discipline and things you have.
Okay. So Inglewood was literally born at Cincinnati Hospital. However, like a lot of us, came from a broken home. And so my father always stayed in South Central. So spent the majority of time with my mom in Inglewood. It would be with my dad on the east side. So always that back and forth. So I got a really good balance of east side, west side. If you know, you know. Man, I'm like any of the rest of us. Young kid, had sports dreams. Excelled in academics as well, and just living that life of trying to find a mix of you want to be like Doughboy, you got the dream like Ricky, but you're trying to be like Trey too. So it's a real interesting conundrum of being a boy in the hood for the most part that I'm sure my brothers can relate to.
Absolutely.
So being an athlete, an academic, an artist, acting, spoken word and music, just a lot of things to keep me occupied, keep me from doing a whole lot of wrong, although we all have had our trials and tribulations. And the big part we talked about with the working out, come from an athletic background, athletic father, uncles, and that's what they introduced me to. So it was easy for me to have a safe space for my brothers for us to work out at the house. So before I ever got to lift weights, I had to be able to do pull-ups and dips. So that's where my journey with training started, was via my father and my uncles with, this is what you gotta do. And being in shape, keep you safe.
Sure.
A lot of things got turned down once the shirt came on. Muscles don't win fights, but they'll keep a person from wanting to fight.
Straight up, man. So my man Glendon, you probably remember from Love and Basketball, child actor. You know what I'm saying? It's funny when I first seen him, I was like, this dude look familiar. Like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? But still grounded, everything. And also, to touch on, you wasn't like saying, even though you did the acting thing, you kind of wasn't, not saying you was kind of tough yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's the environment that we grew up in, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, we're born and raised here, man, Inglewood, California, city of champions. So we're introduced to a lot of different things at a young age. Right. We see a lot of things, good and bad. Right. And Inglewood don't raise no punks. You have to be well-rounded. Yeah. You have to be well-rounded, or the wolves will eat you up. Yeah. So I'm just thankful to have people like you two. I had my brother. I always had my brother. I had people around me who wouldn't let me be weak.
Yeah.
So, strong men, strong contemporaries around me, iron sharpening iron, basically.
Yeah, that's our principle.
Yeah. And it's dope, like I said, because I was always a goofy square dude. I'm sure y'all know. But still, once again, it's Inglewood. Like, I got, I won some fights. I lost some fights. You know what I'm saying? But it all builds you in the long run.
You fought. It's better to fight
and lose
to fight
than not fight at all.
Than to cower and have that on you.
Yeah, man. For real. Wood, like I said, it also one of my favorite experiences about the Wood is we got to see black folks prospering. Not to knock other cities, but I've been to y'all house and things, and the homes is pretty solid. But then, like I said, once you start moving around, and there's certain other areas of African American, you're like, oh shit, it's kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? So that also inspired me, also too. That I'm around black dentists, lawyers, doctors, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's another great thing about Inglewood. Can you tell us just about, so like I said, Love and Basketball was out, and you was obviously in the city. Could you tell us how you felt and just the vibe around that feeling, your first getting recognized, your first all that, man?
To be honest, like my brother said, we played sports. Yeah. And we always wanted to be known for sports. Yeah. I never saw myself as a superstar or this big actor. I was just Glendon from Inglewood, and that's how I always carried myself. I never looked at myself, I never put myself on a pedestal, or never thought of myself to be better than anyone. I wanted to be known for playing basketball. I wanted to be known for being the man in sports, playing football, because the environment that we grew up in, that's how you were known in Inglewood. You were known for sports or banging. Girls, being popular with the girls or banging. So it was very few things. So being acknowledged for being an actor, I loved it. But I also didn't think too much of it too.
That's dope to hear.
I'm just humble. I think that's another part of being from Inglewood. Because at the same time, you see a lot of people who are that person, that somebody, and then you see the flip side of that too. Yeah. You see the fall from grace. So I always was aware of, hey, I looked at it like this could have been anybody. It just happened to be me. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I know you must have been a man in Rogers Park dances and all
No shade to Darby, but the Darby dance and the Rogers dance just don't add up.
I heard about the Rogers dances, man. I was a Darby.
You was going into the Darby dance?
Yeah.
You went to Parent though?
Yeah, my mom. She
was not letting you go.
See,
I heard about Rogers dance.
There it is.
Oh,
There
bro,
it is.
you missed out.
Yeah.
Like keeping it G. Like we had a good era of clubbing. Like I will take my 7th and 8th grade year against some of my 20s. Getting in club like, bruh, that 2.5 hours at the Rogers Park dance, bruh, was. That was gold.
You had to be there.
Back in the day, we always count dancing. Like, how many dances you get?
How many numbers you get?
Yeah, how many
it was like the wood. Like
it was literally
how many numbers did you get? How many lap dances did you get?
It was literally the wood.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Especially got that Tommy Hilfiger on.
Right. Getting fitted. Getting fitted.
The big Tommy Nautica polo.
What's that, Mecca?
All that.
Yeah, man.
Plastic Mecca jackets.
And Rex.
Yeah. So let's start out with you, John. Y'all aren't blood brothers, but everybody around the way know y'all brothers. So how did you guys' friendship start?
Through family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Our dads grew up together.
Oh, okay. So it was just set in stone. Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
We could have came from the same mom, the same daddy. We could have been identical twins. We would still be this close.
Still be this way. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's my brother.
Yeah. That's dope. And then of course, like I said, the backyard thing. So from that, let's see how we start out. You went to college, things like that.
I did.
And then you consistently still act. So how did it come all the way back around to the play?
Okay, so we
were both in college at the time.
Yeah. Because that's what stopped the workouts. I left. He left.
Mm-hmm.
Alan left. Albert left.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much, it was a little bit more of us, but he in Arizona, I'm in New York, Alan in Frisco, Albert in Atlanta. So we've always been artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was always more theater heavy. And so right before I left, I was doing a ton of plays, and I had already put in my mind that I was moving to New York before I moved to New York.
I remember you was talking about it, yeah.
Because in my mind, I was just like, I'm good enough to be a Broadway actor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I gotta go to New York. So I looked at schools to apply to. Didn't do a good job of looking at schools. Found some, applied to them, got in, chose one. But the whole time in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna audition, I'm gonna get picked up for something, and then I'm gonna drop out of school. It did not work that way. It did not work that way. So I ended up finishing school, did a little bit of acting stuff here and there, and then I just had the idea to write a play. Because I got tired of seeing television shows that was portraying us bad, or giving us, it was so typical. It was the same stuff over and over. So I told G the idea. He was like, start writing. And so 5 pages turned to 15, 15 turned to 30, 30 got to 55, and I was just like, yo, I really got something. So when I would be coming back and forth, coming home, we sat down, he read it, and he was like, yup. So then kept writing. Then once we had one working draft, he sat down with me, got to edit, got to place it, and then it was all about us finding a venue. And before then, we were trying to partner with people, and I had one stipulation: he and I got to be in it. Y'all could cast the other 6 people. Y'all could pick the director. but we got to be in it. And a lot of people wanted to play, but they didn't want us. And I was just like, that ain't gonna work.
Why would that be? What they didn't see?
You know, I really don't know. I wish I could answer that question. But
I think it has to do with people have their own vision
Of us.
Well, not with us, but just of when you give someone an idea, one of your ideas, they're still in their head gonna come up with how they perceive your idea. You know, so it could be a fantastic idea, and then they're already thinking about who they can put in place of, you know, or you know what I'm saying, as you're explaining what you have. So
I don't like me personally. I can't see, and we're gonna put it in the air. The play gets picked up to even higher. I couldn't see you guys not in it because that play is so Inglewood. That's the most Inglewood-ish thing on TV since the. Well, I know people shout out Insecure, but it was like you were literally watching. Not only because I had the backyard experience, but it just felt like so. If you grew up in Inglewood, it felt so wood.
I think that's why he was so adamant about like, no, we have to be in it because we're telling our story.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of him writing it. We want to. What better way to show you? You know, it's one way to tell you, but you won't get the full experience unless you have people from there. It's like getting someone from another place trying to tell a story, trying to tell our story about where we're from. You can still do it, but it just won't have the same effect of people who've actually lived it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, that's great to hear that too, because like you said, you felt like that's all he would. Right.
So yeah, people was like, great, but no. So we start trying to figure out how we could do it ourselves, and we worked tons of hours, put our money together, found a venue, and shout out to hip hop. Hip hop raised us. Thank you for the internet. The internet gives you access. Now you got access to these people if they answer you. But I do have the interviews of Master P, of Dame Dash.
Same thing here.
I do have the interviews of Nipsey, Long Live Hustle. So we can look at those blueprints that's already been laid and just follow that blueprint. And that's what we did. We put our own money up, we bet on ourselves, and it paid off.
Same with the wrestling. Not to be a cheap plug, but
that's huge.
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah. You see, I invested, the money I had because of listening to the same people, Russell, Nipsey, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And little by little, I mean, my man was here. We were outside. Remember back in the day doing these podcasts outside, little or no money, and like I said, this is a good message. Please, brothers, really listen to this. That anything you can achieve, anything. Black men.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you out there selling plates. Just like I said, just don't stay stagnant. Keep moving. And it's a beautiful thing right here. Let's see. So we talked about the play. So now, are there any updates on the next level? What's as far as play? I mean, we've talked off camera. Like, I'm gonna do my best to help. That's another thing. We can talk about it. Venues, because I'm doing it with pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. How about any future goals for the play? Because I saw it and I loved it. I got to take one of my seniors. It sucks I had to do something. I was gonna go back with more people in that, but now it's coming back around. And so, what are their future goals? And please, everybody, come see this. One at a time.
So, definitely the pandemic.
Oh man.
Socked us in.
The pandemic sat everybody down. It kind of threw a little monkey wrench in our, as far as the momentum, because we had some great momentum going. We had 2 successful runs of the play, and we will be going on the 3rd successful run. We're gonna do it one more time here, maybe a few more times here, moving forward, man, we got tons of material. We have not only this play, we have the sequel to the play. We have other projects that we're doing. We have our production company and a theater group, the Divine Renaissance Family.
Man.
We have a pilot in development right now. Two pilots. There you go. So great things on the way from the Divine Renaissance Family. Definitely come check out the play. We'll keep you guys posted. We'll give you social media handles. Keep you guys locked in. Keep you guys tuned in to what we're doing.
To follow up with what he was saying, we just want to keep spreading art. You know what I'm saying? And we got tons of DMs, tons of after the play, especially from men, because just to out there real quick, it's a play about 8 men. There's no women in the play.
Sorry, y'all.
It's 8 masculine men, and they brothers, and they're not related, but it's about that brotherhood and that fellowship and our mantra, iron sharpens iron, and how we need each other. We need this. We need you having a platform and spreading this love and this light, and putting that good word out and putting that energy out. And so what we want to do is take the play wherever we could take it. So this state, the next state, to another country. I'm not going to put any type of limitations on it. But however far it can go, however far it can reach, I want to let it do that. But first things first, trying to lock down a venue here so that we can get it back up and get these people this good art. For sure.
And before I say this, just disclaimer, it's all love to everybody, peace, love. Like, shout out to all communities. But I'm really, it's really dope to see, like you said, the 8 masculine men things, because we said just for our not only just everybody, young men, young ladies, grown ladies. It was cool because you got to see, and we got a little adult. Let's keep it real, but there was conversations in that play and things that both sexes needed to hear.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because a lot of time, like I said, especially with social media and these memes and stuff, and you be watching women will post memes, just this and it's always like a one-sided opinion. Men will post stuff, but the best thing, things will work if there's communication in between both sexes. If there's those conversations, you know what I'm saying? Versus, I'm gonna just do it my way. I'm gonna just do it. And there was a lot of conversations that, like I said, we feel it, but ladies, they kind of need to hear it. How it really goes down.
Yeah, they heard them.
I heard some women growling like a couple stuff. What? That's all we talk about.
Yeah, we heard them after the show.
Yeah, for sure. They had a lot to say. They had a lot to say to us after the show.
We heard them a lot. The funny stuff would be when they coming up to you, like attacking you about something your character on stage.
That's how you know you got them, bro.
And it was just like, it was a character.
Yeah. I like what you said. Yeah. I like what you said. Like you. Yeah. That's awesome about it. And that's why you need to go see Iron Sharpens Iron. Like I said, I had wrestling or something, but I would have for sure seen and supported it at least 2 or 3 times. I bought the shirt. I was so happy. I gotta get another one, man. That was what was it? How many years ago?
That was 2017. We did it 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
And we were planning on 2020, and that's when we all got hit with the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lastly, are you still personal training anything or?
When I'm in the city, yep.
Okay.
That that's just a way of life for me.
Yeah.
So I enjoy helping people become better versions of themselves, because your physical training helps your mental training.
Yeah.
And your mental training helps your spiritual training. So it's all connected. So totally still do that. And yeah, man.
Still, remember he was doing the hip hop, man. Back in the day, you still got the bars. You still making that music or what?
I haven't recorded no music in a while, but I'm always writing. So always writing. And that's something else we working on.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't want to. You want to be diversified, but you don't want to spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
You know
There you go. Yeah. I remember I saw you perform in Hollywood. I came out there one night. I was going in.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What a time.
Yeah.
What a time.
And then my man Glendon. It's funny. We're gonna just give us an update on acting, but randomly I forgot to tell you. But I think you chilled on social media for a second. But I pulled up one video on something else. In a video it was like a song, and then you was in the street, and y'all start boxing, and dude shot you.
Oh yeah, that was
D-Smoke.
D-Smoke.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
My boy D-Smoke.
Free D-Smoke, free fame. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it's my boy D-Smoke, man.
Yeah.
Doing that, man. Yeah, I'm still in the business, still acting. You catch me on the new series, The Covenant. I'm on that new series.
Oh, okay, let everybody know when.
It's on the All Black Network. And then just doing our thing, focusing on our productions. So just the play.
Yeah. So say it's all black.
All Black Network. Yeah.
All Black Network. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The Covenant. All right. And to close it out, we're gonna drop them. We're Find a Place, social medias, anything or any information that you want to give out that not only I can support you, but the people who watch the show can find and support you guys at.
The main thing, the DBBC.
Absolutely.
The Divine Brothers Book Club. We have a book club. There's 3 of us who lead it. That's the face. But we got a ton of brothers in the background who all contribute. And on Instagram at the DBBC. And from there you can find everything. The link to our YouTube channel, to our personal pages. And for the play, theothersideonstage.com. All one word. theothersideonstage.com. You can see a little brief write-up about the play, who was in the first round of it. And yeah, but the DBBC, for sure.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, the Divine Brothers Book Club. You can find our individual handles on there and links to all of our other pages. But most definitely, the Divine Brothers Book Club is really where it's at. Getting at least 2 million men reading books.
Whoa,
that's the
Black men of color.
I need to jump on that, man. Yeah. Okay. And there you have it, folks. I am the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. Please follow us at IG at official_amped up wrestling. Twitter, like us on Facebook, Amped Up Wrestling. I'm sorry, I messed up. Like us on Facebook, Amped Up Wrestling. Twitter, at Amped Up Wrestling. Shout out to at Compton Mania. Twitter, Compton Mania.
Good stars.
Oh, well, this will come out after Hood Stars. But yeah, I mean, make sure to check out the matches on Hood Stars this Saturday, October 30th. Even if you saw it after the date. And just continue to support us. Jason putting up the Venmo, the PayPal. But spread word about this podcast. Spread word about what they're doing. Spread word about Amped Up Wrestling. I'm the Urban Juggernaut. This is Glendon Chatman, Jonathan Sherman. Peace.